The topic of self-service is huge. There's not a company on the planet that isn't wrestling with this problem. There's a whole bunch of individuals, teams, work groups that are just scattered throughout the company who have needs to create new information views, do analytics on that, create new presentations of that information. And if they always have to wait in that queue for that centralized team to do everything, they're waiting too long, and the opportunity is lost. So the whole objective of self-service says, hey, can we enable a lot of these people to do this for themselves so they don't get lost in that queue? For those folks who don't have a good self-service BI strategy, really it's going to be quite problematic. Their organization is going to become quite siloed. It's actually quite ironic that the more companies try and centralize everything and control everything to keep that consistency, that inevitably is going to result in just a whole bunch of silos. I mean, lines of business units, they have their own budgets. There's all sorts of choice out there of different tools they can buy. A lot of the data discovery tools on the market right now are very easy to deploy. And then cloud only magnifies this issue. There's all sorts of new cloud-based analytic offerings that business units can subscribe to. So for those companies who really try to ignore self-service and keep everything with a very centralized architectural and organizational process, the irony is they're just going to sort of foster even more and more incongruous results with lots and lots of silos out there. You need to think about this holistically. It's not just picking the right tool. No question, there are some tools out there that are more geared towards empowering business users to create their own analytical views and very easily analyze their data. But tool selection is just one component. The bigger component of a self-service strategy is creating the right organizational structure. We're big believers in a two-tiered organizational model that's both centralized and decentralized at the same time. Surprisingly, one of the big pitfalls of a self-service BI strategy is a lack of engagement from the business. I mean, a lot of us are thinking about the self-service strategy as, it's IT that really wants to control everything. But that's not true at all. It's the business units who kind of expect someone to build something for them and say, hey, go consume this. For those companies who do have a strong digital business strategy and are looking at providing a lot more information in a very open and transparent way out beyond their firewall, to their customers, to their partners, to their suppliers, then self-service becomes, even more important. And all the governance and information consistency and security issues are only compounded when it's outside the firewall because the stakes are so high.